Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be listening to a female artist, and that is Tina Turner. So let's see what I have to read about this and then we'll listen. Tina Turner was a singer, songwriter, and actress known as the Queen of Rock and Roll. It wasn't so very long ago that I listened to the King of Rock and Roll, and my first song for that was Can't Help Falling in Love. Well, now I see the title today is What's Love Got to Do with It? So we'll see King and Queen of Rock and Roll each have a love-titled song. This could be nice. She sold more than 100 million records worldwide, becoming one of the best-selling recording artists of all time. She received 12 Grammy Awards, which include 8 competitive awards, a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and 3 Grammy Hall of Fame inductions. She was the first black artist and first woman to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. Well, it's nice that somebody told me that she's black, because if you follow this channel, you'll know that there have been times when I was listening to a voice and somehow the sound of the voice put a certain image of the person in my mind. Well, that's always a dangerous thing, because the voice can't tell you what the person looks like. But still, you build an idea. And sometimes I build an idea of a black person and it turns out the voice is from a white person, and sometimes vice versa. Well, we all have our certain associations and ideas in our mind of cultures and so it happens, but at least now I know that Tina Turner was black. Rolling Stone ranked her among the 100 greatest artists of all time and the 100 greatest singers of all time. Turner has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and on the St. Louis Walk of Fame. She was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, with Ike Turner in 1991. Is that some relative? Vlad's saying husband. Okay. And as a solo artist in 2021. She was also a 2005 recipient of the Kennedy Center Honors and the Woman of the Year Award. What's Love Got to Do with It is a song written by Graham Lyle and Terry Britton and recorded by Tina Turner for her 5th studio album, Private Dancer, in 1984. The song became her first and only Billboard Hot 100 #1 single, selling over 2 million copies worldwide. Let's make sure I get that number right. 2 million. At the time, aged 44, Turner became the oldest solo female artist to top the Hot 100. It was the second biggest single of 1984 in the United States and the 17th biggest in the United Kingdom, where it peaked at number 3 on the UK singles chart. What Love Got to Do with It received 3 awards at the 27th Annual Grammy Awards: Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. In 2012, What's Love Got to Do with It was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, marking Turner's 3rd Grammy Hall of Fame award. The song ranked number 309 on Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time, and at number 134 in their 2021 updated list. It also ranked number 38 on RIAA's Songs of the Century list. Well, this could be something very nice. But let's find out.
You must understand, the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That it's only the thrill of boy meeting girl, opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. to me. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits. But whatever the reason, you do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do? Got to do with it.
Okay. I like her voice. I like it a lot. There's something very personal and direct about what her voice expresses and how it gets to you or to me. And I like that. It has, well, it has a bit of what I'm going to call the blues voice quality to it. That sort of husky roughness, but it's not heavy. And that I like the combination of this lightness with the huskiness. And I like the way, although I understand she didn't write this song, I like the way the instrumentation complements the voice. The little wooden flute sound, some of these little percussive or string pluck, they're light and they do a really nice job of balancing with the lightness of the voice and allowing it room to be expressive and convey the emotion without having to go dark and heavy. I like that. And because of that, I feel like her voice is I guess I would say in this recording, it feels like her voice is irreplaceable, meaning another voice wouldn't suit this recording. Well, of course, that's kind of a funny game to play, right? Because sure, in any context, it's going to be different if there's another voice. But it something about this recording and this performance with this voice feels really well balanced and as if everything around it just belongs just exactly like that and shouldn't be changed.
Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example of what I was talking about. The power and intensity of emotion in her voice as she's singing this line, and then suddenly it becomes so light and the instrument takes over. It's seamless. And it happens, shall I say, up in the air. It happens not on the ground. It happens up here, mid-flight.
To do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
That's just magical. And this is what I'm talking about when I say the instrument complements the voice, because it's not going dark and heavy. We don't have a thick, heavy saxophone. We don't have a dark guitar. We don't have heavy drums. It's all very light and you can bounce a ball and you can hit the ground, and the harder you hit the ground, the higher it flies. That is reliant on the ground to send us there. This isn't like that. it's not like we have to hit the ground hard in order to rise. It's more like a balloon where you just touch it with your fingertips and it floats up so easily. And it's a completely different feeling. Okay, we're still working with gravity, but it's a different setup, and it's as if the balloon is reluctant to come down. It takes its time coming down, and it doesn't land hard, and you don't need a hard strike downwards to launch it again. It's just a little touch, and off it goes. And that is what we have going on here. It's also interesting, this balloon analogy is feeling more and more appropriate the more I listen and think about it, because her voice is not one that I would call, at least in this song, not significantly legato. There's a non-legato quality to it. Not percussive, but it's non-legato, and especially when she sings, "What's love got to do? Got to do with it?" You feel the non-legato quality, the separation, the break between the lines, and the way her voice doesn't sustain a long melody. It doesn't mean it can't, but here it doesn't. And so this idea of bouncing a balloon, it's a great analogy, because a balloon it's not like a violin bow where you're just bowing a long line or threading pulling a ribbon or something like that. It's not long and sustained. It's more buoyant and upwards focused.
But a second-hand emotion. What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Got to do with it. What's love but a sweet old-fashioned notion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
And I just love the fact that she's singing this line, "Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?" And she's so obviously full of heart in her singing.
Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
Who's talking?
Who got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Got to do with it. But a second-hand emotion.
I like the fact that my first listen to the King of Rock and Roll and the Queen of Rock and Roll are both love topic songs. They're both incredibly different, and I feel like they would make a great set, a great pair. One is, well, the Elvis Presley one that I listened to, so rich and smooth. That's legato. That is the warmth and the sustain. And this one is so buoyant and heartfelt, and the balloon in the air quality. And it's a question. What's love got to do with it? Kind of makes sense, Writing a question mark, asking a question, you always rise upwards. Well, the voice is in that upwards rise, questioning, buoyant state pretty much the entire time, isn't it? But isn't it an emotionally packed voice, an emotionally packed question. Which is why I say, who's talking here? When she says, who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? And I guess that because of the way she's singing it, and because of the context, the topic, all of this, it makes that line so eloquent. And you suddenly realize this is what it's all about. Even if you want to be really scientific and talk about, what is it? Opposites attract. It's physical. It's logical. Let's be logical here. Let's deal with this whole experience in a very logical, scientific, cerebral manner. It doesn't work. There's the heart behind it. As much as you would like to think otherwise, there is so much heart and emotion behind it. And she was a great choice to set this piece. Let's see, who wrote it? Graham Lyle and Terry Britton. Did they write it specifically for her? I don't know. But it seems like she was made for it. Or it was made for her. Well, that's my first exposure to Tina Turner. And I suppose I'll be returning to her just as I return to the King of Rock and Roll. Perhaps we should even keep them together, you know? When I return to the King of Rock and Roll, I should return also to the Queen of Rock and Roll, and my journey through both can progress rather consistently through both of them here on Virgin Rock. That'd be kind of a fun pairing, especially since it's the King and Queen, isn't it? Anyway, that was fun. This was Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it anyway? You tell me. And I'll see you soon.